This is one of the oldest con games in the book. A famous hustler named Yellow Kid Veal made millions of dollars with scams just like this one. We resurrected it to see if it would still work today.
For this scam, Alex and Paul have a new accomplice. Her name is Missy. She may be lovable, but she's worth nothing. Our boys are going to turn this dog's home mongrel into pounds, and plenty of them.
Bye-bye. Okay.
This is the Rare Dog Scam. Act 1, the setup. For this to work, Paul has to be believable as a down-on-his-luck businessman stopping off for a drink, who just happens to have his dog with him.
Could I have, like a Diet Coke, just a small Diet Coke, please?
Armed with a cuddly canine, it doesn't take long to attract a mark.
Hi there. Who's that? Oh, she likes you.
She's still gorgeous and very happy.
She is. She's very happy. She's a really nice little thing, but we've got builders in at home, so I can't leave her at home, and I've got this really important interview.
Paul is going for the sympathy vote, and now needs the barmaid to bond with the dog.
Could you do me a favour? I need to brush this down. Would you mind looking after her for a minute while I do this? There you are. I'll just put her there. Her name's Missy. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy, thank you very much.
While he's away, Paul pretends to take a call from his dog sitter, who's going to let him down.
Sorry, thanks for that. I don't know, could you do me a really big favour?
What?
I've got an interview around the corner, and my mate's not going to make it here in time. I just can't miss this interview. It's incredibly important.
The barmaid agrees to look after Missy, and Paul heads off to his fictional job interview. 10 minutes later, and Alex enters the bar. This is Act 2, the cell, and he wastes no time in striking up a conversation with Amy the barmaid about Paul's dog.
She's very cute. Do you know anything about dogs?
I know something.
Yeah? She's a fantastic breed. They're worth a lot of money, these dogs.
By amazing coincidence, it turns out Alex is a dog expert. For this hustle to work, Alex must now get the barmaid to believe Miss's mythical rare breeding.
This one's a Lhasa Apso, crossed with a Shih Tzu. This is actually a Litsu breed. You can see that the formation of the head.
Yeah.
So I'm involved in dog breeding. That's why I'm surprised to see one of these sitting around at a pub. I've never
Remember,
actually seen...
all this patter is to make the con work. Alex knows nothing at all about dogs, but the barmaid seems to be convinced.
She's very cute. She must be about 7 months.
Oh, you're a youngster.
She's a puppy, yeah. She must be about 7 months. You can tell because of the jaw's not fully formed yet there. When is this guy coming back?
He's in about 2 minutes.
I wonder if he wants to sell it.
Alex is so impressed with Miss's rare breeding that he is prepared to make an offer for the prize pooch there and then.
If I gave you 300 quid, would you let me have the dog?
I'm not taking any money.
Are you sure?
I can't.
Well, I'll tell you what, do me a favour. If you tell the guy that I'll be back here at 6 o'clock, if he's interested in selling his dog, I will give him... How much have I got me? I've got 300 here. I'll give him another 200, so I'll give him 500 quid cash for his dog. Would you do that for me?
Alex leaves the bar, promising to return later with £500 in exchange for the dog. Now it's the final act. Act 3 is the sting, and Paul returns from his meeting with a sob story.
To be honest with you, I've got to go to Manchester tomorrow. I've got to go to work tonight, and I've got no idea. My girlfriend bought this dog, ex-girlfriend. Then she goes back to Australia, leaves you with a dog. I just won't, you know, I don't like leaving a dog at home. I don't like, you know, is that still my...
But the barmaid has an offer which may make his day.
I'm sorry.
There was the guy that came in.
Oh, yeah, baby.
He's part of the dog breeding agency. And he says, I'll come back at 6. And if the guy's still here,
Was he...
tell him I'll pay him £500 in cash.
Was he legit? I mean, was he...
I think so. He didn't have any cards on him.
Yeah.
He had to go to a meeting soon.
I mean, you're kidding. I mean, that's absolutely perfect.
But he's coming back at 6.
So I've got to be at work at 5 and...
Satisfied the barmaid is taking the bait, Paul makes his final play.
If he seems legit, I'm tempted to leave him with you. I mean, would it be, I mean, would you be able to give me some money and then keep like have him pay you, or I mean, I'll be honest with you, I just need a couple £100. I just wanted to go to a good home. I'd be happy for you guys to keep the rest of the money, honestly. Would you mind? Is that okay?
Incredibly, the barmaids agreed to give Paul £200 for the dog, believing they will sell her on for a £300 profit at 6 o'clock. Knowing they'll get the money back later, when Alex the dog expert returns, the bar manager borrows the money from the till and hands it over to Paul. He pockets the cash, says goodbye to the dog that he got from the dog's home for nothing, and leaves the bar £200 richer. Alex won't return to buy Missy off the bar staff, and they'll be left with a very cute but worthless dog.
Right. Who's next?
This chap.
All right.
All right, congratulations. Yes, you're gonna make us some money.
Make us some money.
Okay.
And if the hustlers run out of dogs, with a few lost pet posters, they can get the dogs back to con another day. How long will it take for the barmaid to realise she's been sold a pup?
If he doesn't come back, then we'll be looking after her. I don't know a hell of a lot about dogs, but she's just too cute. We couldn't really not look after her. And she hasn't caused us any problems.
They're worth a very large amount of money.
The body language and everything else, it just didn't appear fake.
She must be about 7 months. You can tell because of the jaw, it's not fully formed yet there.
Who knows, so many people are animal lovers, and so many people would fall for it if they thought that the animal was going to benefit more. No, I did.
In this case, although the con was real, the dog was returned to its rightful owner. It's a cruel scam that's been happening for years. Don't let it happen to you.
The Kennel Club would actually recommend that you never ever buy a puppy in a pub. Nothing could be worse. You should always buy a dog from the breeder's home.
If there's a lot of strange coincidences in one situation, then always be suspicious. So in this case, Paul walks in with a dog, followed by Alex, who just so happens to be a dog expert and offers money for the dog, followed by Paul again, who claims that he needs money. Now that's a lot of strange coincidences in one situation. Don't buy things based on other people's advice, especially if it's a stranger's. Just because somebody says that something is expensive doesn't mean it's true.